Really, dude? I just dumped that and put fresh water in it.
They still don't know we're out here.
They still don't know.
Uh-oh, one of them heard
I'm
us.
very sneaky.
You underestimate the sneakiness, sir.
Oh. Shh. I know, I forgot to be sneaky.
You got the right shoes on?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. We're trying to be quiet because the goats know it's Memorial Day weekend. And they think because it's a holiday, they deserve to have been out all day grazing or something. They have been singing to us non-stop. Now it's Sunday, so this morning they didn't get to graze. They just got fed. I mean, we still went down there, we did our thing, they're fine. But they were a little bit hangry that they didn't get to come out and graze.
Yeah.
Let's go get some goats out and graze them so they stop singing this beautiful song you're about to hear.
I can't wait for you to hear it.
We're not gonna make it very far. Oh, wait. They have been staring up here.
Hi, Hercules.
In their pecking order, that's Ouija, Spruce, Mama up top, Blue's got her crew on the spool. They have been telling us this whole time, it's time to graze.
First one at the gate.
Shocker. Herc man, what's up, Bubba?
Herc has
See you
to be
later.
the first one out,
Go get
though.
your rabbit.
Come on. Well, come on.
Mama and the boys.
Come on, Ouija.
Ouija's always the traffic jam at the gate. Hey, buddy.
Blue and her 5 babies.
The whole Blues crew, all of them.
I think we need to give a rundown while we're out here of who everybody is for those who are new, so they know we actually name our goats.
You're gonna try that while they're all walking around grazing?
Yeah, absolutely. Not while they're in their train right now, but I'll get them each individually.
Well, in the initial part, man, it's like they've been dreaming of a spot that they want to go to, and they've been crying about it. You let them out, they go straight to it,
and they're like,
then they fight and argue over who gets what.
Where are my leaves? Dad, all these sticks that were up here, where are they?
They know where they are. They've already inspected that pile. Guys, today, if you're watching this when this video came out, it is Memorial Day. And it is a day not to be forgotten. There's a lot going on in this country if you're from the United States. And if you're not, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with it. But freedom does not come free. And so we want to honor and thank those who gave the ultimate sacrifice to fight for those freedoms. And sometimes for the freedoms of other countries, but very honorable men and women. It's an amazing holiday, one that never needs to be forgotten. So happy Memorial Day. And to those of you who have loved ones or friends who were lost in defending the freedoms of our country, we're sorry for your loss, but we are grateful and we honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice. So happy Memorial Day. This is what we do now to celebrate Memorial Day, Christmas, Easter, birthday. This is all we do. Yeah. But we hope you guys had a wonderful, safe weekend. Now let's check on some goats and see how they're doing.
Earl is learning to push trees over. You're gonna be one of those goats. Good job, buddy. This is Earl, part of the Blues crew.
We don't usually follow him up here. Look at him, he's using
doing
that fence.
So good.
He's using that old existing fence that was here on the land that I desperately need to rip up now that
I didn't realize that was right. I didn't even see that right
cut
there.
it free. Yeah. I yanked on it with the tractor a little bit, and so it actually kind of stood it up right there. Man, I don't have tick spray on or anything. This is a suicide mission, folks. It's acting
okay, I
kind
see
of
it
as
now.
a fence right now. I had to pull it all up so that I could actually grab it down on this end and pull it out. Plus I had to cut it out of the tree that they wrapped it around however many decades ago. It's been a fun maze brain game to try to figure out where it's all attached and to what trees, but I think I'm almost ready.
Somebody clearly had animals over here though.
Oh, they did, yeah. Yeah, and we find more of this every so often the further into the woods that we go.
Yep.
Hard to understand the design, but it's kind of neat to ponder.
I often think about where things are placed as far as trees, piles of rocks, things like that. And then I start to look around and I'm like, 20, 30 years ago, all these little trees that we see out here, they weren't even here. So it's kind of neat to see other people's design and what they were doing when it was a lot more under control, maybe? Is that the word to say?
Before, especially before it was fully logged.
Yeah.
Because remember, when we bought the land, we noticed in that big ravine on the other side of this big clear spot, there's a bunch of partial trees and things that are not the fun meat of the trees, like the one that we've cut down over here. Well, no,
they're the tops.
It fell down. We just cut it down to that chunk. But yeah, you can see where it was logged and everything, but they strategically kept like the massive white oak over here. There's one up at the front of the driveway. There's a bunch of really big, beautiful trees over here. And so now that we have a better understanding of all of it and how old a tree like this actually is, this is a super young tree. This was not intentional, nor was it planted or left here intentionally. It just didn't get cut down in the process.
It just grew.
So yeah, it's a fun, it's like a mystery you're constantly trying to solve that honestly we'll never have the answers to, but still fun to understand, right?
Yeah.
The bird herd is grazing with us too.
I love it.
Eat them ticks, birdies. I wish they could make a circle around us and just everywhere we go, they clear all the ticks before we take a step. Think that's a thing we could train them to do?
I don't think so. I actually would really love to know the history of our property. I wish there was a way to find that out. I know we learned from Chad whenever he bought his property, Oklahoma does abstracts. And so they have the entire history of the property from way back when. I wish we could do that here in Missouri. And I don't know if there's a way to find that stuff out, but if anybody has any suggestions on how to go about doing that, I'd love to know.
I do.
How?
You find the oldest neighbor that lives anywhere near you, because we've talked to some of them, and it is amazing the stories they will tell and the evolution of things as this sold and that sold and oh this was that, and you hear the stories and you don't really always know which ones to believe. I don't always
believe them.
Because you get some mixed opinions, and of course that's because some people felt a certain way about some of it and some a different way. So that's kind of all we have is word of mouth, and that's a lot of fun. It's just not very...
Well, yeah, but I would like some facts.
Yeah, we can't factually confirm or deny anything. But I could tell you about, I mean, there were presidents that lived here. There were very important people. This is a very important piece of property here, you know, and now that Shannon and I live here, that value just goes up and up, right?
You just keep telling yourself stories, babe.
I'm just gonna make it up. I don't even know where they went.
I don't either. I was actually getting ready to say that. I have no idea where they are.
I see him. I see him. Starting at the top of the hill today.
Way back in the corner.
So one of the last times that we showed this full process, I told you that I get a feed scoop of grain. I put it in the shelter down there so that when I need to lure them back in, I have something to shake around and they come. Also Hercules, we were putting his e-collar on him full time. Every time he was out, we had that e-collar on him, and that paid off. The training, the consistency, what we were both doing. He's down there right now, all the way down at the camper or the shed, looking for his friend Bunny Rabbit. They play chase, it's cute.
He's probably gonna want Princess Nala to come out with him soon. He's by the camper.
But at any point in time, I can holler at him and I can give the come here command, and you might have to wait a second because he may be a little ways away, but he comes back and he checks in with me to say, hey, I'm here, I'm doing what you want me to, and that is fantastic. It also frees up the e-collar for us to help train Mr. Bruno.
Which we've been pretty successful with that so far.
Very successful thus far.
Today.
Hey, one day at a time. If it's a win, it's success. But yeah, this is a part of their round, man. They all come up here. I kind of keep my distance.
Spruce is the loner. He's our bottle baby.
I love that guy.
I do too.
But yeah, they come up here, clean this up. I did just mow this part so we could get to the trail with... Something spook you? Was it a fly? And they will just make a big circle checking all their favorite spots. And I hate to admit it, but I will. We do this typically twice a day. And because I don't have a good fence for them that I can just go back inside or move on to something else, they got to be monitored. Spruce loose, you got to be monitored, buddy. Huh? Silly boy. The fun thing is their personalities that you guys see from the videos where we're down in the pen, They carry through to up here, and it's actually pretty interesting to see the respect that they give to certain goats and not others. And then the little goatlets, if you can see through there past Mr. Spruce and Mama, there's Earl Man. I think Dookie's in there somewhere. Of course, Blue is close. They actually probably wander more than the adult goats do. Now, they stay together typically, the three of them, unless it's Grazy Daisy. Grazy Daisy gets kind of crazy and just goes wherever she wants. But she comes back, she joins. Or if she looks up and doesn't realize where all the goats are, she lets out a cute little meh. Earl fires back, and then they all regroup. But the personalities, the same ones you see down in the pen, they shine through out here, like this crazy guy. Honestly, Big Mario, our billy goat that we had to get rid of, he was the only one that did quite as much of this pushing down of trees and pinning.
Oh my gosh.
Spruce will lose, bub. Hey, careful. Don't break that leg.
You need to bring the mower over here and work on this path a little bit.
You know why I can't do that, babe?
Rocks.
Rocks like that. I can do it with the brush hog. I did it last year, actually. Guineas, would you eat this grass for me? Mow it down a little bit? The goats will hit it. Look at my Hercules. That's a good boy, bub.
We're up here, Herc.
He says, oh, I know right where you are. I don't actually think I've ever come up here this far with them unless I was trying to keep them on the right side of the trail, which right now they're on the left side, the outside between the trail and the property line that's a ways over there. He just came to check in. That's a good boy. Did you bring me any ticks? You've been out in the woods.
You having a good time, Herc?
Yeah, you gotta be aware of where he went, because I'm sure he's got poison ivy oils on him. But
You gotta be aware.
I've gotta be aware. But this is what he does, man. He makes his rounds, he checks on his rabbit spot, he checks on everywhere little Mr. Bruno's been. Then he comes and tells me that everything looks okay. And he'll do this how often do you do it, buddy? I know you're on like a very regimented schedule.
I feel like it's like every 5 to 6 minutes.
I agree with that, yeah. But it pleases me very much because he will straight disappear.
Yeah.
Now I know if I were to watch him, he's probably staying on the property the whole time, but he'll straight disappear.
I just replaced that water today. He was like, I'll put my foot in this, thanks. Earl, stay out of there, buddy. No, sir.
Bud, they're on the other side of the run. Why are you?
Grazy Daisy, the end of spruce that you'll always see because he's always eating. Same with Luigi. Duke. Mama. Harry, otherwise known as Hair Bear. Bluesy. Larry. Golly, he looks so much like his mama. Little Mario.
Look who's bringing up the rear over here. I'm coming.
How nice of you to join us, Spruce.
Neck nuts just swinging in the wind.
Earl, I just love your colors, man. You're so handsome. And Koopa.
A lot of you guys have been talking about mushrooms, and a couple of folks that we regularly talk to out here have been talking about mushrooms. And so I've been trying to pay closer attention with all the leaves and everything. Pretty much all mushrooms blend in with leaves. Dead leaves on the ground that we didn't do burn off out here, but look what I just found. Do you even know what that one is, babe?
I mean, I have a guess, but I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I don't either. I gotta cheat. It looks like, what's he call it? Chicken of the sea, chicken of the land? Something about chicken meat, something. The meat of the chicken sea. The chicken.
You're just making things up now.
Yeah, I'm close though. Oh, it's a Russell Lake. Content feedback cannot be used as any basis for eating or touching any mushroom. Some mushrooms can be very, oh, that's just a generic thing.
You still haven't figured it out yet, have you?
No, well, it's that word I tried to say that I can't even, it's a russellocatio.
It looks like the one that they call it like a steak mushroom or something like that.
Man, I thought
I don't
it was
know.
the chicken of the land or chicken of the, I don't know. We gotta.
Maybe you should start Googling that a little bit more.
Well, Stan told me, he said, dude, if you're gonna live out here in the country and you're gonna have all these trees and all this and that, you gotta get a mushroom book. And I know mushroom books are kind of old school, but I do have to admit, I have shed building books, I have deck building books, I have framing, how to build a house books. I got a lot of different books, goat books, chicken books, guinea books. I do like myself a tangible book. I do think that a mushroom book would be good. My problem is some of the mushrooms look so much alike that, boy, you don't want to make a mistake and eat the wrong one there. But yeah, that's one of them, you know, super special fancy fungi. It's a good one right here on Shady Acres.
You can grill it up for dinner?
Yeah. You gonna eat it?
No, I don't like mushrooms.
Oh, you know what? I don't think it is. I think it's whatever this is. I think it just got bigger. Because it's kind of got a similar, I don't know. Don't touch mushrooms that you don't know.
You telling yourself that?
Yeah, well, because my app just told me, like, hey, don't touch or eat mushrooms you don't know. As allergic as I can be to poison
Everything.
ivy, it's probably a good idea.
This gray Guinea right here, we call him gray because that's his color. He will actually come up to me and like look to me for worms now. I had to tell him the other day I didn't have any worms with me.
And he said,
came
rude,
up
rude, 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 rude.
He did. He was squaring up with me and he was like, where are my worms?
Look what you started.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I thought I just found one of the coveted morel mushrooms. That's
Yeah.
like what apparently everybody looks for, and they're like gold, right? I was like, babe, I know this mushroom. I know it. I was about to holler at you and everything. Got my little app out, took a picture. It's called a hard-skin puffball. Quite frankly, I think I remember as a guy, I know what those are, but it's a young one. So it could be mistaken with a morel. But yeah, the scientific name for it was way too long for me to even take a stab at, so I took the common name, which is hard-skin puffball.
Okay.
Don't eat that one either.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't trust mushrooms, don't trust your husband that thinks he might know what a certain mushroom is.
And I'm back to, I don't like mushrooms.
It's maybe because you haven't had the right one. I don't know.
That's a good possibility.
We'll see. We'll keep finding them.
So I always think it's fun to discover things whenever I come on walks with Bruno in the morning. Every morning we go on a walk, burn that morning energy, and then just do whatever we need to do. But today I found this little trail, and I thought it was really neat to see the path that this is probably where a lot of the deer travel. And it's funny to me because it's right along the tree line. But I just thought it was really cool. Our goats and guineas have been using it too. Daisy, where you going, girl? You gonna walk the whole trail? me see if you guys can get a look at how tall Spruce is. Hey, buddy. How's it going? You're almost as tall as me, man. You're super close. This must be the good stuff all up high. He's tall. Getting dark all of a sudden. So blue skies. No, guys, Ouija! Come on, man. Come on, man. Guys. Sorry, birds. No, Coop, stay out. Come on, guys, get out of here. Go, go, go. Guys, go on, go on. Go, go. Go on. Hey, Weege, go. Boys, come on. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. What am I supposed to do here?
Take away their interest.
I'm working on it. I had to put my stick down. Hey, thanks.
You goobers.
You are goobers. Get out of here. Spruce, you can't go
Hey,
through
check
there.
it. Oh, it's all out here. Oh.
Spruce, seriously. Spruce, you can't go through there.
Hey,
Stop.
mister.
Come
you
on,
get
guys.
away from there.
Come on, mama and boys. Come on. Go on. No. Go on. You go. Come on, boys. Come on, mama.
Spruce is going to
Mario.
join you too.
Come on, Spruce. Seriously? Come on, guys. Go, Weech. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Get out of here.
Let's go. Get out. Out. Go on, Crazy Daisy. Go on, girlfriend. Go on. Boys, go on. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Spruce just got him a drink. Let's go. Let's go. There's nothing in here. Keep going. Earlman, out. Larry, out. Go on. Go on, Crazy Daisy. Go on, boys, you little stinkers. You are Mario's.
Blue, stay out here.
You are Mario's sons, that is for sure. Come on now. Come on, big guy. Let's go. I'll get your brother. Go on.
Golly.
Little Mario.
Koopa, come on, man.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. To you.
Good job, babe.
Well, you know, goat corralling is one of my many professions.
You're pretty good at it.
We've also got some pretty easy goats to take care of, but...
That was not easy for me.
Oh, well. Whew. I did, however, go looking for Hercules. Didn't quite spot him on my way, so I thought, oh, I'll sneak in there and get some feed for the goats and do everything I said that I didn't do originally. Got his food ready. While I'm in the hay shed, the guy sneaks up behind me. He's like, hey, were you looking for me? Where were you? I didn't call for him or anything, but
he knows where you are at all times.
The dude, I mean, he's so good at his job, and he's just making sure we are all out here safe. He's working while these goats are eating, playing, whatever you want to call it. But sure enough, he came and checked on me. I dropped his food, and he's like, yeah, cool, I'm not ready to eat. I got to keep working. Yeah, is that a good boy?
Such a good boy.
That's my good boy. Word to the wise. If you ever encounter Hercules and you are not myself or Shannon, don't ever do this. You wouldn't really have a chance. He wouldn't let you.
No.
But he's such a natural protector. And he loves mommy and daddy. and all his goats, but nobody else. Nobody.
His Princess Nala.
Well, Princess Nala. He did already ask for Princess Nala. I said, here in a minute when we come back down, we'll get the princess out for you.
Okay.
I'm sweating now. I've been walking up and down the hill. Whew. Guys, there have been some terrible storms across Oklahoma, Arkansas, parts of Missouri, where we are, Nebraska. I mean, it's all across the Midwest. It's in that jet stream. And it's hard, in my mind, nowadays, all information is so readily available via social media, internet. People like Shannon and I, you know, we give you tons of factual information. And so it's easy for the world to hear about these tragedies that happen, specifically this time of year with tornadoes and big storms and everything. But it's very common. It doesn't mean it's okay. I mean, we had a tornado that literally obliterated a huge epicenter of Joplin, the city that we just live outside of where we were living. And it's just kind of a common fear that you have this time of year. It doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't make you feel any safer. In fact, Dad, Matt, Chad, and I were all texting last night, AKA this morning at about 2:45 in the morning when all the storms were rolling through, just kind of giving updates because we're all a little bit spaced well enough to know, like, hey, you're getting ready to get this, and hey, I think you're a little north of that, whatever. So our hearts do go out to anyone who has any loss or any tragedy from those types of events, and it stinks, but that's just part of it. So if you want to live this same dream that we do and come to a place where the land does, I mean, you can grow whatever you want out here, you can have livestock and everything, you know, it's not like desert sandiness and all that good stuff, but you do have to deal with the weather. It's all the pros and the cons, and it can get a little brutal, especially, again, this time of year.
I thought I saw a hawk hunting the guineas.
I thought I saw you run over here like you were going to karate chop something.
Well, I mean, I'd run over here like a crazy person.
Well,
if it
you
meant
had,
to,
I saw the karate hand was ready, and I was like, oh man,
If
I
it meant
was
saving the birds, I would do it.
trying to talk about our norm and what we're used to with the weather. And again, not belittling it. It is a big deal, and I'm very sorry for any loss and stuff, but just got to be wise about it. But then you were over here karate chopping things. I was like,
Sorry.
what are you doing?
I was trying to do it off camera during your serious moment.
You were doing a hawk chop?
Yes.
Can we see that hawk chop?
He's got to come down for the guineas.
Oh, you can't bring it out otherwise?
No. Mm-mm. Sorry.
I did kind of know that about you.
Hey, goaty goats, have you found any eggs yet?
Yeah, that would be
Like a nest
great.
of guinea eggs?
Where are those at?
We still have not seen a single guinea egg since they quit laying in the nest that they were laying in. And to be completely honest, I think that they're laying at the neighbor's property, because every morning when Bruno and I go out for our walk, they're over there. I mean, they are at the neighbor's property. So
Just
who
barely
knows?
across the property line.
Yeah, like just past the fence. So there's just no telling.
But a source tells me, I didn't cross through a fence or anything, but a source tells me that they've been over there and they looked for the eggs and cannot find a nest or anything.
So it's still out here somewhere.
I don't know. I mean, when I think I find it, because the thing is, it wasn't until about, what, 22 to 28 eggs before the male started sitting on them.
Yeah.
And incubating.
Yeah.
And so we always count our guineas every morning. One, because we want to make sure we didn't lose any.
Yeah.
But two, we know if we only see 6 and we hear some scouts, if you will, just like they did over here, we've got to find where the one is that's laying on the eggs. But we continue to see 7 each morning.
Yeah.
So there's either not enough in the singular nest for them to lay on, or him to lay on,
Or they're not laying in the same
They're just
spot.
dropping them all over the place. And, well, excuse me, Mr. Weege.
Was he leaning on you for
Well,
a
he
scratch?
just bumped right into me so he could scratch his head.
Herc's making his rounds, checking on everybody.
Look
you
at
say
this guy.
Ouija is eating the
Yeah,
grass?
look, I'm actually proud of him. Hey, you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
He says, I'm eating here, Dad.
Oh, hi, buddy. Hi. Yes, I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job, big guy. Thank you. Keeping an eye on everybody and everything. I'm proud of Ouija. I think he actually has his mower setting at about 3.75, which is what I mow at. But if I'm looking right here, this stuff was as tall as this, and he clipped it down to right there and then moved on.
That's great.
Didn't pull the whole roots out, so here in about 6 years, he should have this mowed one time.
Yeah. His mouth never gets empty.
No.
He always has something he's chewing on.
They move him back to those back molars, but while this stuff is back there, he's using his front teeth to go ahead and pull something else and just continually keeps it moving. It's actually pretty fascinating. We thought that Goatville was gonna be a nice snacking area for them, but like letting them out and seeing what they're actually capable of in the wide open, whew, these guys are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, we're not going back in there, lady. I love you, but there's plenty to eat. You don't need to go back in there. She actually let me pet her.
That's good.
It's the two mamas. The two
Oh, I
mamas,
know.
they have no cares in the world. They're like, where is the, well.
They instigate it every time.
And of course that guy. Hey, no, you're not breaking in there. Go on, stinker. Crazy Daisy. Just because you're cute doesn't mean you have rights. Hey, boss man. Go on. Find something else to do. I'm losing this battle.
A lot of you have been asking questions about what we're going to do with the straw bales around the bird run and if we're going to get rid of those as well. And yes, we are, but they don't use this really for anything.
They don't use it,
They don't use it at all.
They know it's a place they can come get some snacks and stuff. But
Yeah, I keep their food and their worms up here and we keep water up here for them, but they're not sleeping in it, they're not roosting in it, anything like that. So we are going to remove the straw bales. We'll get to it. We just haven't been in a rush because of that situation.
Yeah, and I heard that guineas will gang up and take out snakes together. Same with raccoons. Not our guineas. Our guineas call us on the cell phone like, hey, there's a problem. And then we got to go take care of it. Like, oh, what? Spoiled guineas.
Oh
What did we do
my
wrong
gosh.
with you?
Spoiled them.
Tell them, Earl and little Mario. Tell them to come join you. Here they come. Look at that. The adults are listening.
All right, that's pretty stinking cute, guys.
That's Lil Mario and Earl that we're calling them. Mama's firing back. Look to your left, kiddos. There you go. All I can hear is that reunited song when I see them all come together.
That was pretty stinking cute.
They are such a tight herd.
Watch it, babe.
Come here, buddy. That's a good boy, Hercules. That's a good boy. Oh, you've been in that poison ivy, haven't you, you stinker?
Man, remember when we couldn't even see down our driveway because it was so overgrown and it would scratch your truck all up every time we'd come up the driveway before we bought it?
Yeah.
So crazy.
Need to bring the pole saw back out. There's some new branches that have done it, but this is way more manageable. But this right here is exactly what the guy who has to mow and weed all this dreams of.
He is such a good boy.
What you doing, buddy? Did you recharge a little bit up there? Come here, bub.
You're so handsome, Herc.
That's my boy.
What you think, Mr. Herc? Gonna see if your sister wants to come out and play?
He was on the stairs a second ago, asking if we could get Princess Nala out. What do you think, bub? I'm gonna see if she wants to come out for a couple minutes. She's always happy when it's Herc at the door instead of Bruno.
Yeah.
Princess, your little big brother's here. Do you want to come see him? She's got to wake from her slumber. Hi, Princess. Do you want to see Mr. Hercules? You want to come outside
Nala.
for a little bit? Come on. It's good for you. Tell her, buddy. Tell her how
Come on out,
much
Nala.
you want to see her. Come on, baby girl. Come on.
Everybody wants to see you use these stairs.
Yeah. Come on, honey. Are you telling him? Come here, Hercules. Yeah, back up, bro. That's a good girl. You know what he did? He turned around because that was like her warning bark, and he actually looked to make sure everything was safe. They are just too cute. She brings out a side of him that you don't see otherwise. Well, Nala Bear, you gotta walk around with him a little bit. Come on, honey.
Come on, honey. Yeah, that's a good girl.
Uh-oh. Where my goats at? Did you go back in the woods? Thought I lost my goats. I holler at them. They holler back. Guess where they are?
They're like, hey, we're waiting for you.
We're ready.
That's hilarious.
So we've actually had a lot of people ask in person and in comments like, you know, hey, do your goats actually just go back in? Do they put themselves up? There you go. Yeah,
they do.
Came up here to get Princess Nala out from Mr. Hercules, and I looked down the driveway and I was like, oh no, where'd they go? So I start hollering at them, and they're all right there. In fact, Luigi and Blue and a few of them were already in the pen just waiting. And now they'll do another round. If we leave them alone, I don't get the food and shake it around a little bit, they'll keep going. But we're close to that mark. We'll see how good they are from here. I do like that he goes back into just kind of normalcy now. You know, used to, he would just kind of annoy her and continue to slobber her side. And now he's like, hey, she's out here, I'm happy.
Nala, I hate to tell you this, but Bruno peed in that pool earlier.
Mom, I hate to tell you this, but I pee in every one of Bruno's water bowls. Yeah, I see that tail wag. You like your little big brother, don't you? Well, guys, we hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. The weather has been up and down with rain and storms and everything, but if we stop and think in the moment, beautiful blue skies, sunshine, not too hot, not too cool. It's so nice. We've enjoyed our time. The goats have enjoyed their time. They're gonna go back up and see if we put the feed back in the bird run and open the door and start this process all over again. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. We thank you so much for coming on this journey with us. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on, you three.